What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome all my new subscribers. I want to take a second and I want to thank each and every single one of you guys out there that take the time out of your day to watch and support my channel. It means the world to me. Everybody, in this video, we've got a task at hand awaiting. I've got a friend of mine's 2013 Chevrolet Camaro SS, beautiful car, in for a spa day. Now, this thing needs some love. Really needs some love. He just got this thing. It was a original owner car. The owner had passed away, so it sat in their shop, or it was like an at-home shop, garage in the back, whatever you call it. It sat out there for a while under a car cover, and it's actually really clean on the inside. I think it's only got about 43,000 miles on it. Super clean on the inside. Still has the original tires on it. Now he bought it, and I went over and took a look at it. He said, "Tell me what you can do," and the paint is hammered. I mean, absolutely hammered. What color is it, you ask? Of course, black. But you guys are probably wondering why I don't have my glasses on. I've been realizing in my past few videos that there's a glare on my glasses. So when I wear my glasses, there's a glare, and that irritates the heck out of me. So I took them off. But yeah, so we've got this 2013 Camaro SS. We're getting ready to bring some life back in it. I'm gonna be doing well, since it's black, most likely I'm gonna need to do a two-step correction. I'd love to get away with the one-step, but once you guys see the paint, you're gonna understand why I probably have to two-step this thing. Now it's pretty clean. I mean, it's not dirty. So I'm gonna get it washed up, you know, decon it. It does have a little bit of contamination in the paint. We're gonna get it washed up, strip washed, because there is some protection on it. Get it strip washed, get it decontaminated, get the wheels cleaned up, and pull it inside the garage, get everything dried off, and we're gonna get into the paint enhancement, or two-step, whatever you want to call it, tomato. I'm not shooting for perfection on this thing. I'm not trying to mow down the clear and leave him with nothing, even though we're going to ceramic coat it. We're going to be using KRONOS from Phoenix EOD. I wanted to use a new coating I haven't tried, but I don't like experimenting with coatings on other people's cars, especially a black car. So tried and true KRONOS. I still have some left from when I did my Civic, so we're going to go ahead and give it the KRONOS coating on this thing, bring the paint back to life, and really make it look good for him. So I'm really excited. Let's jump into it, and let's get started on this 2013 Camaro SS. All right, everybody, so we got the Camaro inside behind me right here. We got it inside the garage. I'm just going around kind of cleaning up a few things, but I wanted to shoot a video on the wash, but it wasn't that dirty. There was nothing exciting, anything about the wash process. I had to strip wash it. I used a combination. I added a little super clean into my foam cannon. I foamed it down, let it dwell, went ahead and washed it up. It did have some protection on it, so I used my Poor Boys World strip down. I got this thing I got whatever sealant. It probably just had a carnauba wax on it, because my Poor Boys World strip down took it off no problem. One pass around the whole car, cleaned it up. I used my iron remover, and it didn't have any fallout at all. It wasn't turning purple anywhere. I didn't see anything running off that was purple. So I didn't bother going around the whole car and wasting product. Very minimal contamination in it. Like I said, this thing sat under a car cover in the owner's shop. The owner passed away, and then it sat for a while under a car cover. So there's more love marks and scratches and swirls than there was contamination. A little bit of contamination. Still went around it with my clay towel on the roof and on the flatter spots in the back where they kind of flatten out back here. Let me show you guys. Kind of like right here, there's some contamination. Oh, you can see how trashed this paint is. But yeah, I got it all inside, ready, and I want to show you guys. So my buddy, he loves a clean engine bay. So let me show you guys what I'm doing real quick. All right, so you can see on this side, all along the rails here and right here, see all the swirls and scratches and looks kind of dingy. Well, you look over here on this side, nice and glossy. So what I'm doing is I'm using my Flex PXC 80. Love this thing. I do have a dedicated video on it if you guys want to check that out. I love it. I love it. I love it. And also, shout out to my buddy Mark Susi, who sent me this little, let me see if I can focus on it, this little APS extension for my Flex. Got the little cone on the end. Oh, trying to get my camera to focus so I can really get into the intricate areas here. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm going to polish up all around here, all around the hood. It's going to look really nice. You can see it's already looking glossy here. Just going to work my way around, but check this thing out, guys. Check out the paint. Oh my Lord. My Lanta, you can see here, that's where they had the car cover on it. There's a lot of water spots. A lot of water spots. But check out the roof. Oh man. I am really in for it. Another spot, another place too is back here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. All those water staining and water spots. Got the trunk looking good, but even back here on the deck lid, I'm going to polish this up too for them and make it look good. Really just over deliver. So yeah, I am going to continue working under this hood. I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done as far as under here. And as soon as I'm done with that, then we will move on to polishing the paint. What is up, everybody? I am back with a quick update. I've been kind of tinkering here and there, and I think I kind of got a little carried away under the engine bay. But this thing looks incredible. Like I said, he really loves a good, clean engine bay. So let me show you what I did to the engine bay and how it looks. All right. Sorry for the shaky camera movement, but check out the engine bay. Here we go. Check that out. You can see the difference in the blacks just there. How often do you see black like that shine, and then you look at the paint? Eee! Oh man. You can see all over here. It's not perfect, but I used the Koshimi or Koshkimi P601, I think that's what it is. It's the all-in-one with the sealant. Went around, got everything dialed in. I even did it up here. It looks incredible. It's hard to see because there's really no light under here. But if you look from the side like that, all the way down, all the way around, it looks incredible. I am so excited for him to see it. Now, I wanted to show you guys this real quick. All right, so check out. That was my knees. Oh, it's going to be kind of hard to see this side here. I just started cleaning it. You can see all the water spots. Hard to see. Let me grab a light. Now you can see it. It's like that everywhere. Oh, it's just terrible. All the way up into there. Even here. So, me being Smurf, me being the one that wants to over-deliver, check out the other side. Is it perfect? No way. But it's so... Oh gosh, this paint is so trashed. Look at that. Oh yeah. All the way around. Hit it with my fabulous finishing polish. Looks incredible. I even did over here on this side of this door. It looks awesome. So much better. He's going to be excited. I just wanted to give you guys that update. I'm going to get back to work. I don't know if I'm going to start on the paint until tomorrow morning or not, but sorry guys. I got to hold the camera. With this lens, it's a little bit heavy, to be honest. And I'm tired. I've been out here all day. But that is my update on the Camaro. So just wanted to update you guys before I start on the paint, which is going to be, you guys already know, that's going to be a rough one. So I'm going to finish up this door jamb on this side, and then we're going to jump onto the paint. All right, everybody, we are set up. We're getting ready to tackle the paint on this Camaro. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Normally I have my lav mic, but being I shot the intro with the shotgun mic because I'm going to be setting up the mic a little far away from me. And I don't have to want to worry about the cord to my lav mic. Even though I have an extension, I know I can get a wireless transmitter, but those things are expensive, so you got to bear with me. I'm using my shotgun mic on top. Hopefully it sounds decent for you guys. I got everything set up on my detail cart. I just want to go over a few things. So those of you that, are getting into polishing, before you touch that paint with the polisher, you're just going to want to make sure you follow the necessary steps. That way it doesn't cause you more work in the long run. Make sure you do a nice good strip wash on it. If the vehicle has protection on it already, you're going to want to make sure that you strip the protection that's on it, because that will fight you a little bit when it comes to polishing. You're going to have to get through that protection before you can start correcting the paint. Nothing huge, but that little bit of time, to some people makes a big difference. You're going to want to decontaminate the paint chemically and mechanically. I did it on this thing. I did a strip wash. I used my Poor Boys World strip down because this thing did have protection on it. And then I came in with my iron remover. It did not have any fallout in the paint really at all. It just had a little bit of contamination in the paint, a little bit of grit, nothing crazy. I did spray the back bumper in one spot. I sprayed the lower panels in one spot just to, let it sit. Let me see if I can see any chemical reaction in there. I didn't see anything, so I said, you know what? There's no point in dousing the whole car with it because it's just wasting product. I then just went in, rinsed it off, and then came in with my clay towel and went ahead and lightly went around the whole car, got it deconned, pulled it inside. And one thing, a tip that I want to share, being this was a black car, using Poor Boys World strip down, claying it, sometimes there could be residue on the paint. What I did was I have my Hydra rinseless wash here. I have it in my little HDX pump sprayer. I sprayed the whole car down before I went in and dried it. That really helped clean the paint. And the good thing about Hydra is there's nothing in it that's going to be left on the paint, so I don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, I went in with my rinseless wash before I dried it, and that really helped take care of any staining or anything, just light staining from maybe some spots where it might have dried when I was using my strip down. But yeah, the car is fully stripped down. Nothing on the paint. The paint is as bare as it can be, and that is what you want before you get in and start polishing. I just wanted to point that out. Now, I got set up here. I'm going to be using my PAPACUT. This is the PAPACUT 2.0. Sorry, let me get my camera to focus real quick. This is the new PAPACUT 2.0. And then I'm going to follow it up with the fabulous polish. Not exactly in that order. Obviously, I'm going to start least aggressive. I'm going to start with my fabulous finishing polish and my yellow Rupes pad. Tried and true. Kind of oblong from sitting in the thing, but it'll flatten out. And that's a good starting point for me. That'll let me know if the clear is on the softer side or on the harder side. My fabulous finishing polish with my yellow Rupes pad, it's basically a polishing pad. Now, if I use that combo and I get a good amount of defect removal and it's looking good, that's going to tell me that the clear coat's on the softer side. If I use that combination and it doesn't do anything, that's going to let me know that the clear coat's on the harder side. So I'm going to have to bump up aggression just a little bit. But always start out least aggressive. That way, you never know what you're running into on paint. So if I might find that this works fantastic and I don't need to go, cutting with the heavy cut compound and a microfiber pad. So I'm going to start there. I got my SHINEMATE EX620 15mm trusty old polisher here. I've got my Flex PXE80 with my nice scalpel attachments. Check these out. I love these. I've got cones. Whole bunch of little cones to get in all the little nooks and crannies. I've got my detail swabs because there are some parts that I need to get in cracks and a little bit of polish and clean up some staining and watermarks. So yeah, I'm ready now. Those of you that might be in the same position I am, you clean the car, you get ready, and you come in the next morning to start your paint correction and wonder, do I need to use a paint prep? Do I need to, there's going to be dust on the car. How do I do it? Very easy. Take some rinseless wash. I'm using Hydra here for the simple fact that it does not leave anything on the paint. So I can just mist this on the panel, wipe it down real quick, make sure there's nothing on the paint, then come in with my polisher and my pad and get to work. So yeah, we're gonna see what this paint is gonna give me, how it's gonna react, and we're gonna see how we can transform this thing and really bring some life back into this. So sorry if this portion's a little bit long, but I always like to address those that may be just watching this for the first time. Make sure you just follow the necessary steps before you start polishing. That way you don't cause more headache and more work for you in the long run. So I am ready. Let's jump into it and see what we can do. All right, everybody. So before we jump into polishing, give you guys a quick look at the paint here. This is where I'm going to start. I'm going to start on this side here. You can see this got a big old patch of scratches here. Oh, let's see if my camera can focus. There we go. So that is what we're going to be able to try to tackle. All right, everybody. I am ready to do my first test spot. You guys, I strongly advise doing test spots to figure out which combination and which pad is going to work good for you. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I got my shotgun mic on top of my camera. I know my head's kind of out of the frame, but I wanted to focus more down on the paint so you guys can see my technique. So before I go ahead and start polishing, I'm going to take my rinseless wash. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this down. Make sure there's no dust or anything on the paint where I'm polishing. These are the Griot's twisted loop edgeless towels. I love these things. They're great for drying, rinseless washing. So now that I got that rinsed off, I'm going to take my fabulous finishing polish. I'm going to give it a good shake. Oh, by the way, check out this new apron I got. This is from Detail Division, and it's like a nice 500 GSM plush microfiber. It's so soft for when I'm leaning up against the car. You don't scratch it or anything like that. Give my fabulous finishing polish a good shake. You guys, if your products are sitting on the shelf, even for just a day or two, give it a nice good shake. Get everything mixed up in there. Now, when it comes to black paint, okay, you don't want to heat it up, all paint or all clear. You don't want to really heat up the panel. So I'm going to keep my speed around 3, maybe 3.5 on my SHINEMATE and see what this can get me. I'm going to start with 4 dots. Throw your cord over your shoulder, that way it's not banging up against the paint. And another tip too, you see I got the hood popped. I put a little box under the hood so I can easily get the edge without worrying about going onto the fender. So let's see what this gets me. I'll go ahead and cut down the noise so it's not blaring your ears, but do a couple passes. We'll see what this can get me. Speed, let's try speed 3. I'm gonna bump it up to 3.5, just to give me a little more power. All right, I can already tell that this might be on the little bit on the medium side. Oh yeah. That actually did really good. It's on the medium. Let me bring you guys in. Oh man, look at that gloss. Let me bring you guys in real quick. Sorry if my voice isn't as clear. I've got the shotgun mic facing frontwards. Let me get you guys off of here. I know you guys can see that in the paint. I don't even need my paint light to show you guys that. There still are some deeper scratches. See if my paint light will show it. But you can see the gloss we restored. There's still a lot of scratches though. But compared to over here, those are deep. Those are deep scratches. I don't think I'll be able to get those out. Holy cow, look at the woohoo! Look at that. So, at what point do I sacrifice any more than that? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna try another. I'm gonna try the yellow pad, but I'm gonna stick with the yellow pad. But I'm gonna try the PAPACUT. All right. So I know I said I was gonna try the PAPACUT, but I've really been wanting to try these Rupes wool fine polishing pads. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this, but I'm gonna stick with the fabulous finishing polish, and see. I'm gonna do this section here, and I'm gonna see if there's any difference. Now on these wool pads, when they're new, you want to kind of put a decent amount on there and kind of rub it into the fibers. Same like a microfiber pad. Make sure some of the fibers get in there, and just at least on the initial one. That should be good. All right, now let's give this a try down here. See what it'll give me. There was a lot of product on there, so I'm just gonna do this whole section and see if it looks any different. All right, now let's see what that can get us. Hopefully you guys can see that in the video. Check this out, guys. Holy moly, there's some deeper scratches in here. But check out the difference. Just look at the light difference. Let's grab my paint light. Should keep it in my pocket, but all right. Actually, it looks pretty good. Let's see those. I don't think there's going to be much I could do about those. I might be able to go a little. I might be able to use the PAPACUT with the wool pad, and that's probably about as far as I'm going to go. But check this out. Oh yeah, that looks great. Just look at the gloss. Oh man, this thing is gonna look killer, guys. All right, so I might try the PAPACUT, and then I'll finish it out with the fabulous finishing polish on a white Rupes ultra fine finishing pad. I really want to bring out the gloss in this thing, so I will keep you guys updated. I'm gonna hit this with the PAPACUT on the wool pad, and I'm gonna see if it'll give me a little bit more. That's about as aggressive as I'm going, though. All right, everybody. So, as you guys can see, I went ahead and got this section done here. I found out the winning combination is the PAPACUT compound with the Rupes medium wool pad. And then I followed it up, because it did leave a little bit of haze. Then I followed it up with the fabulous finishing polish and a white Rupes pad. And these are the results. Check that out, guys. It looks incredible. Is it perfect? No. But you remember the batch of scratches that was right here. Almost got them out, but that's as aggressive as I'm gonna go. I'm happy with that. If you want to chase scratches, go ahead. I'm not compromising his clear just to go after a few little scratches. There's also a deep scratch right there. But man, this thing looks great. There's a nice deep one right there. Check out the gloss on this thing. Just looks incredible. He's gonna be stoked. I mean, look at oh man, look at that. Oh, this thing's gonna look great. Well, I'm gonna get the hood done. Once I get the hood all done, I'll bring you back and show you guys. All right, everybody. So, quick update. I got the hood done. Check this thing out. Look at that difference in the paint on the bumper versus the hood. Oh, he's going to be excited. My PAPACUT with the wool pad followed up with the fab polish is doing a phenomenal job. Little bit of haze left over from the PAPACUT, and then the fab polish just is the cherry on top. That gloss is just insane. Yes, very, very happy. So now that I even pulled it out into the driveway and direct sunlight. The sun's shining right above my house right now. It looks incredible. There are some deeper scratches, guys. Don't get it twisted, okay? There are several deep scratches in this clear that I'm not going after. I'm just not. But check this out. I mean, the paint is just trashed before. He's going to be ecstatic. I mean, he's going to... Oh, man. So, I'm going to get back to work. I will update you as I go around the car. You guys already know that. So, Smurf is going to keep smurfing. All right, everybody. Smurf back with an update. All right, so... This thing is kicking my butt, everybody. But I say that every time. It's looking phenomenal. Check this thing out. The entire front end is done. Fenders, front bumper, hood. I am now moving on. Well, I did complete the roof. The roof is all done. Looks incredible. There are some deeper scratches. Don't even just look past them, guys. This thing looks incredible compared to what it looked like before. Woo! Smurf is, yeah. And you can see, so I just finished up polishing this pillar here. Can't even get it to focus. It looks so good. It looks phenomenal. Finished up this all the way down to here. Just finished up this mirror. This mirror looks amazing. Let me show you guys the other mirror and the other top on this side. This thing is, it's turning out so good. Alright, there's the other mirror. Terrible. And check out the pillar on this side. Ew. The roof. Oh man, check out that reflection. Ooh. So yeah, just a quick update, everybody. It's coming along nicely. It's looking good. Oh man, I can't wait to show this to him. I wish I could get these deeper scratches out, but I just don't want to go. I don't want to go that far. I did, however, I switched to my my Griot's microfiber pad. I needed just a little bit more on the roof, and it wasn't that much more than my wool pad, my medium polished wool pad. But I just feel like the microfiber, it's easier to clean up after the microfiber than the wool pad. The wool, I don't know, it's weird. I switch back and forth, whatever will get me the results I need. But I did the whole front clip with the original combo. The Rupes pad followed by the white pad. Look at this thing, guys. The front end. Oh, look at. This thing is going to be so glossy. I can't wait to coat this thing. So yeah, that's just another update, and I'm going to keep working. All right, everybody. Update time on the Camaro. So I'm making good progress. I've got the whole front end done. I've got the mirrors, both mirrors done, and both top pillars all the way back done. And I decided to go ahead and just finish up this fender. Look at that thing. It looks incredible, guys. This thing is so hammered. See if I can show you real quick. All right, so I mean, I don't even need my paint light, but check this out. That's what this whole quarter panel looked like. Not bad. Not bad at all. And kind of seeing both the lights at the same time. That's pretty cool. Just terrible. And this turned out pretty darn good. Perfect? No way. But so much more richness richness in the black. I mean, look at that. All right, everybody, it is the next day. Smurf has been putting in work. I had to go to work today, and I came home and started working back on the Camaro. So a quick update here, guys. I've been sticking with my Griot's Boss microfiber pad and the PAPACUT, working fantastic. Still with the same white, my white Rupes pads and my fabulous polish. But I want to give you guys a quick update. I am I'm like on the home stretch. I'm 80% done. This thing is looking absolutely incredible, guys. I'm going to restore that with my trim cubes. But check this out. It is looking great. Now I'm probably going to have to work on it tomorrow some more, but I want to get this quarter panel done here before I call it a night. Give you guys a quick look-see here at what I got to do. Sorry if I'm breathing hard, guys. I am taxed. My back hurts. Yeah, here, there we go. And finished out the door. Look at that. It is looking beautiful, guys. This whole side is looking awesome. Look at that reflection. The door finished out beautiful. Ooh. That's what I got to deal with. It's just terrible, guys. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, it's terrible. I know I said that already. But yeah, just a quick update. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. And yeah, I'll update you maybe sometime tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a nice 50-50 on the deck lid because it is trashed. Check this thing out. I mean, it is just destroyed. The wing seems like it's pitted too, so I don't know. It's weird. We'll see. We'll see. So, thanks if you're watching this long into the video, I appreciate it. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. All right, everybody. We are now on to the trunk deck lid with the wing. Now, this is the last section that I need to do, but I figured what a perfect time to do a nice 50-50 since this deck lid is absolutely just trashed. Look at that. Oh, my Lord. Yeah. So I thought, what a perfect time to do a 50-50 and also show you guys the difference in finishing on black paint. So first up, my microfiber pad, sticking with this one with my PAPACUT, and then we'll check it out, and then we'll finish half with my 3-inch on this side and look at the difference there. That way some of you guys that maybe wanting to tackle it, maybe new to polishing, saying, what do you mean finish out? What is haze? What is maybe a little micro marring? So that's what we'll take a look at too. So I'm going to get you guys set up here on my tripod, and we're going to do this section here and have a little bit of fun. All right, everybody, so I'm getting ready to do my cutting stage. I got my Griot's microfiber cutting pad. I've got my PAPACUT right here. Three little dots. I'll probably eventually speed this up, but I'll start out showing you guys my speed. It's just like on the hood. I'm not putting any weight down at all. I'm just guiding the polisher and just keeping an eye on my back plate and making sure this is spinning the whole time. So obviously I can't get right up against this wing here. I'll bring my 1-inch on the flex with the rotary, and I'll dial in right here, but let's get started. Now this kind of has like a contour right here, right at the top. So I'm gonna have to turn my polisher and manipulate it to get it to work. Of course, I'm gonna do the edge work with my smaller polisher. So let's do it. Sorry, my arm was in the way a few times. I had to angle it that way instead of this way in the camera. So, all right. So you'll see, you saw getting up to this contour, the back plate wanted to stall a little bit. When it comes to stuff like that, lift up on the polisher, get that back plate to start spinning again. Even if it's not spinning as fast as when it's on a flat surface, it's still correcting. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead and wipe this off. Now this clears on the medium to hard-ish side. Hard-ish. I'm not noticing any marring or scratching when I'm wiping off or anything like that, so it's not on that softer side. So if, let's say, 1 would be really soft and 10 would be really hard, I'd put it right at about a 5 or 6, right in the middle of that. So let's go ahead and wipe this off. I've got my paint prep here. Now, if you're doing the cutting stage, you want to give that a little bit of time to cool off, especially if you're putting a lot of heat. But right now, it's actually pretty cold outside. Panel doesn't feel warm to the touch at all. Yeah, how do you feel it with gloves on? Well, feels fine. Take my paint prep, Geon prep. Wipe this off. Oh yeah. All right. Let me bring you guys off of here and check this out. Now my shotgun mic is facing forward, so if I'm a little quieter, I'm sorry, but let's have a look at this. Much better. Oh. Sorry, camera's not focusing. Hold on, give me just a second. There it goes. Terrible view. Sorry, guys. There you go. And you can see all, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of micro marring. Very little bit. And there's some haze. So, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to finish this out. Just finish it up with the finish polish. So I'm going to get you guys back on here. Just like so. All right. Now, I've got my 3-inch on my Flex PXE80 with my Fab finishing polish. Three little drops just like that. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do just this half right here. All right, not pushing down hard. I'm not, whoops, I'll fix that. I'm not pushing down hard. I'm not bearing down, just enough to keep the polisher flat. All right. Grab my paint prep. All right. All right, let's get you guys off of here. All right, check that out. Don't even need a light. Wow, this camera's having a little trouble focusing. There we go. It's so glossy that it doesn't want to focus. Look at that. Looks incredible. Now, if we keep going over here this way, there it is. You see that haze? You can see that fog. You can see that haze. Right there. You see that clarity come back? Now that is the importance of finishing down. Without the light, it's hard to see. Right? But that right there is the importance of finishing down. You get rid of that marring, you get rid of that haze, and you bring back that clarity. Look at that. It looks incredible. Woo, compared to that. Yikes. So yeah, it's pretty much the process. Now I got to finish this out on here. Finish up this deck lid. Yes, I know I'm going to probably get bashed for doing a tape line because you're not really supposed to do that. But I did it for you guys because I know you guys like to see it. So I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to finish this back end. And then we're going to get to coating this thing. So stay tuned, guys. All right, everybody. We are done with the polish. I'll tell you what, that was a lot more work than I anticipated. And hey, this was a learning process for Smurf too. But you know, black paint takes a lot of finessing. So is it perfect? No way. No way, shape, or form is this thing perfect. But check out how far it's come. This thing was absolutely, on a scale of 1 to 10, this thing was trashed to probably 9.5. That's what I would give it. And this thing came back to life. It looks absolutely awesome. Ooh, hit my leg. So yeah, if you guys have been following along this journey, yes, that is a smudge. I have not paint prepped it yet, so I'm going to go around and wipe it down with paint prep once, and then probably another time for safe measures before I apply the protection, which is going to be KRONOS. Yes, I applied it on my Civic, and now it's a little colder now in my garage than it was last time that I applied KRONOS, so I'll have a little bit more of a window to work with. So now people might be wondering, pads, these are all the pads I used. Half the car, I'd probably say half the car I used this Rupes pad, the wool pad, and then switched to my Griot's Boss microfiber pad. People are like, oh, how many pads? I used this one pad for probably a solid quarter of the car. Blow it out after every pass. After 3 or 4 times, spray a little cleaner, rinse it underwater, spin it on your polisher, blow it out with my Tornador, and go right back to work. Yes, I know. Get a pad washer. Nah, I'm okay. I don't do this often enough. But, yeah, these are the results I got. So, I'm going to get set up. I'll probably show you doing KRONOS here. I do have a dedicated video on KRONOS already, so there's no point in me showing you guys applying the coating for the whole time. But I'll show you guys me applying the first section and see how it does in this colder weather. So, let's get set up and get started. All right, everybody. We are going to... I'm going to section this off in... Now, what I like to do when I do coatings is use the body line. So, you can see here it's got this body line here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do from this body line, I'm going to do this whole section here. And then the next section will be from line to line, the whole middle of the hood. And then basically in sections. So, if you could use body lines, any kind of sharp crease to give you a start and stopping point will really help you remember where you left off. Because when I first started doing coatings, that was the biggest thing. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. That was the biggest thing was, did I coat this? Did I go to here? And it's okay to overlap if you're not sure. So, like I said, I have a dedicated video for KRONOS if you guys want to check that out. I'll link that in the description as well as all the tools and everything that I used and whatnot in this job. I do have my respirator here that I wore for a majority of the job. The only time I took it off really was when I was doing updates for you guys. But yes, it is kind of cold out tonight. I've got the garage door closed. I got everything closed. So I will be wearing this when I'm doing the coating because you don't want to be breathing in all that chemical. So highly recommend that. I've got my towel number 1. These are the auto fiber. They got the numbers on them. So you flip to each side after a while. And then I've got some fresh Eagle 300s from the rag company as my towel number 2. So the first towel, you're going to come in, you're basically leveling the coating. Second towel, you're going to come in and basically buff off the rest. So let's get started. I've got my towel number 1 here in my pocket of my Ultra Plush Clean apron. I freaking love this thing. I got my towel number 2 right here in my other pocket. 1 and 2. Got my KRONOS. I gave it a light shake. Now this bottle is used. When you're opening it, make sure you don't drop any crystals inside the bottle. If you drop pieces of crystal in the bottle, that could potentially cause problems. Now what I like to do is I like to clean the bottle off really good where the threads are before I put my coating back on. Alright. Got my little auto fiber applicators. My little plastic syringes. I'm going to load up this pad with a little bit more than I normally would, just because it's the first time. That should be good. Put the cap back on it. Alright, so I'm going to basically box this in. And just work it back and forth. See, the thing about black is, yes, it's a little effort to correct, but you can see where the coating is very well. You just want to pay attention to where you push coating to the next adjacent fender. Hey, you guys hear my ankles popping? So it's cold. I'll get you guys off of here real quick and just show you what it looks like on the black paint. I don't know if you guys can see that in the light. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for it to flash and then wipe it off. All right, everybody, so silly me, I wasn't even paying attention to the battery on my camera. That's why I had to end the last clip pretty quick. You know, I was like, oh, and then just wait for it to rainbow and then wipe it off. My battery light was flashing at me. That's why I turned the camera off. I apologize. But you guys got the gist of it. With the weather being this cold, I'm finding a sweet spot right around 2.5 to 3 minutes. Versus when I first applied KRONOS in that video, it was hot out. And I was finding right at that 40-second mark, maybe 1 minute at the most. So about 2.5 to 3 minutes in that area is the sweet spot. But I got the whole front end done, and it looks awesome. Obviously, it's got to cure and get more glossy, but yeah, just wanted to update you guys. Got the battery charged up a little bit, just enough to show you guys. I really enjoy KRONOS. Super easy coating. And I put it on all the plastic down here. Check out the plastic. Plastic looks great. I'm debating on putting it here. I was going to put some trim cubes, use the lithium trim cubes to restore that. Haven't decided yet, but we'll see. I'll check back in with you guys. I'm going to start on the roof, get the roof done. What time is it here right now? It is 12:40 at night. You guys, I've been working on this thing like crazy. After work yesterday, I was out here till almost 1 o'clock. It's a lot of work, but it'll be worth it. Get back to work, Smurf. All right, everybody. It is the next day. I got home with a little bit of sunlight left. It's going down quick. I backed this thing out just to check to see if I had any hide spots or anything like that from the coating. I had a little tiny spot that I found right above the left rear tire, right on the fender. Just tiny little spot. Took care of it. No problems, no issues. It's still fairly early since I finished at like 4 o'clock in the morning. But would you guys look at this thing? Look at the gloss. Is insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, he's going to lose his mind. Look at that reflection. Oh, man. It looks incredible. I just wanted to pull it outside and show you guys after I double-checked everything. I still got to take care of the fender liners, dressing those on the inside, but I wanted to get it outside, and while I had a little sunlight left, this thing just looks, oh man. The level of black that came back on this thing is insane. There's the focus. Oh yeah. Oh man, I can't wait for him to see this. He's going to pick it up, and most likely it's going to be at nighttime, so he's not going to be able to see it in the sunlight until the next day. But shimmering, the gloss is insane. Phenomenal. All my favorite words. I wish the sun was still out, because there was a little bit left and it was touching the trunk lid and it was shimmering like a diamond. Now, once the coating cures, I'm going to top it with Titan. It's going to get even better. But, like I said, he's going to come pick it up tomorrow. It's most likely going to be nighttime. So, if I can, I'll try to show you guys what it looks like with Titan after I apply Titan. But just know it's going to get a little glossier than that, too. And the coating hasn't even fully cured. So, yeah, man, this thing just looks wicked. All right.
All right, everybody. Whew. I know this was a long video, so if you guys stuck through to the end here, to the final thoughts, I don't blame you if you didn't, but that's fine. Obviously, I'm shooting this outro way after the intro because I had the Camaro for over a week at my house. I did a lot of work to this thing, and it turned out absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. He was absolutely speechless. He was blown away. I tried to get his reaction, but timing, my timing versus his timing for when he could pick the car up didn't really play out well. So, but all in all, he loved it. I mean, how can you not? We completely transformed this thing and turned it into, we turned it from like a 2 or 3 to like a 8, 9. I mean, this thing, like, was it perfect? No way. Trust me. There were still some swirls, some really deep scratches, but from what this car started from to what we finished it, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I could not be happier. I'll try to make this section quick. Once again, I apologize for the longer video. I know this video isn't going to get a lot of views, but I did this video not for views. I did this video as an educational type video for someone that might want to tackle a job like this themselves. And with it being black, I learned a ton on this. I learned a ton. If you're not learning, then I don't know what to say. I mean, I learned every detail I do, and I learned a lot on this Camaro. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffy, guys, but yeah, like I said, I had this thing for a week, and we really put some work into this thing. As far as all the products and everything that I used, I will put everything in the description below for you guys to go through and check out if you are interested. Don't worry. My PAPACUT, well, the Phoenix EOD PAPACUT, my go-to, followed by the fabulous finishing polish. I started out with the Rupes medium wool pad. I did great. But I felt like when I switched over to my Griot's Garage Boss microfiber cutting pad, it wasn't as hazy. It didn't leave as much haze, and it didn't leave as much work for me to do and come in and clean it up. And you guys saw how important that finishing out stage is, because I know when I came into detailing and I heard someone say you have to finish it out, I really didn't understand why. And I hope that little segment I did on the trunk really explains and shows you how important it is, especially on black paint. I mean, you almost always have to finish it out on a black paint, unless you're only doing like a one-step light polish or enhancement. Would have been just fine. But obviously this one was a 2-step. This thing needed major love. Couldn't be happier with how it turned out. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, drop them down in the comments. I want to know if you've ever tackled a job like this. What was your go-to compound polish pad combo? Just let me know, because this was a this is one of the biggest jobs that I've done as far as paint correction. And then we finished it off and we sealed it up with KRONOS from Phoenix EOD. Absolutely love that coating. In the walk around video at the end, it didn't even have Titan on it, you guys. Like I said, I was on a time crunch. I had this thing for over a week, so I didn't have the chance to put Titan on it and film that afterwards. I had to get it out in the sun and check it for high spots and everything, and then let it cure, and then top it with Titan. So this video would have just been that much longer. So Titan from Phoenix EOD was the cherry on top, and it really put a nice extra touch on it. Even though this thing looked incredible. I mean, I can't express to you guys how great this thing came out. And I got a little carried away. Under the hood, the door jambs, everything like that. I really dialed this thing in, and I really wanted to share this with you guys. Like I said, this is a longer video. Don't expect a lot of people to watch it. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. But if one person can watch this and learn a little something from it, that's what I'm about. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. This thing got dialed in. I don't even know how many hours I put into this thing. I was working all week, and every day after work, I'd come home all week and I'd spend some time on this thing, sometimes till 2 o'clock in the morning. When I was applying the KRONOS, I was out here till 4:30 in the morning. With how cold it was just taking a long time to flash each panel, and then you know, filming and doing all this stuff really added a lot to the video. So I tried to condense it down into a smaller video, but I just couldn't, and I'm okay with that. It is what it is. I'll try not to ramble on anymore. I appreciate all you guys for tuning into this video. It's a longer video, but if you guys made it through this video, like I know a lot of people won't watch the whole thing, that's fine. But if you made it to the end and the final thoughts, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel, smashing that thumbs up for me. Click that little notification bell. That way when I upload more videos, you guys will be notified, detailing, coatings, how-tos, you know, all that good stuff. You'll get notified when I upload more videos that way. So yeah, please, I don't ever say this enough, but if you liked it, share the video. You know, it is good for the channel. Share it with, you know, friends and family, anybody that you think might gain a little bit of knowledge from this video. You know, your buddy might have a black Camaro that he wants to do this on, and he can learn a little bit from it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I'm rambling. Thank you guys all for taking the time out of your days to watch and support my channel, watching my videos. I appreciate it. I hope all you guys out there have a fantastic day, night, evening, wherever you're at right now watching. I'm gonna catch you guys all on the next video.